Hello, and welcome to episode 12 of the Knitting Annihilator podcast. My name is Akira Green Bonner. I'm recently married, so I love to say all of my names. Come in May, I'll be married a year. So I'm a Green girl, I'm a Bonner girl, I'm Akira Green Bonner. You can find me on Ravelry as Akira Green 95, and also you can find me on Instagram as knitting_annihilator_. Today is March 19th. It is 3:05 exactly. Usually a little bit later than I like to film the podcast, but my husband was home, so I do lay around with him till he goes to work. So I enjoyed that bit of time before he left. It is beautiful outside today. It feels amazing. So I was like, well, why not film a podcast? I wish I could show you guys. I'm proud of myself because I am really making this work. I don't have tripods or, a viewfinder to see myself or anything like that. So I have you guys stacked on laundry that's folded. Not by me. I'm not even going to take credit for it. Laundry that's folded, stacked on top of two, what is this? Shoe boxes. These are two shoe boxes, and then there's the camera. And then behind me, I have a makeup palette, eyeshadow palette with a mirror in it, propped up against a shoe to see when the camera cuts off, or if the camera comes off, or if anything happens. So that's like my viewfinder. Guys, I'm dedicated. I am so dedicated. So you can't say that I don't like to do this, or I don't, find excuses not to do it, because I don't. I make it happen, and here we are, so. It is Sunday. I think I've said that already. I was going to film yesterday, the podcast yesterday, but I'll talk about that a little bit later, but I did adult stuff, I guess is what kids would call adult stuff, and I actually had fun, and my mommy was proud that I did adult stuff, so yeah. We do have a Ravelry group for the podcast. It's Knitting Annihilator Podcast on Ravelry. I haven't checked it recently, so I will check it today and see if we have any new members, and if we do, I'd be happy to shout you out on the next podcast. This is a podcast about knitting and barely any crochet. I'm going to be honest, I haven't crocheted at all. But mostly knitting, because knitting is my superpower. I am a superhero, if you don't already know. If you're new, thank you for joining me. And if you are returning, thanks for coming back, guys. I think last time my brother told me we were at 70 subscribers. So thank you so much for the 70 of you that enjoy coming back to a hot mess, which is myself. So yeah, and that is all for introductions at this time. I don't have anything else to say, because usually I'd be like, oh, wait, here we go. But I legit don't have anything else to say. So we're just going to get straight into the knitting. If I do sound out of breath, it's because I am incredibly out of shape. So I have a Powerade, and I am trying to make sure that I'm staying hydrated, because hot mess, told you. Alright, so let's do it. So, we're going to start with my faux babies, my finished objects that I have for you today. I only have one. That could count for like 5. Because this thing is huge. Here we go. It is my Find Your Fade shawl by Andrea Mowry. This is it. Ends woven in, not blocked. So I haven't wet blocked it yet. Because honestly, I really don't have any idea of how I'm going to do that. This thing is massive. And now I'm in a house that is 99% carpet. And I'm just really nervous of like, what am I going to do? So yeah, I'll go over the colors because I did say I'd do that. So this blue right here. Alright, see, now that I have that mirror, I can see. So this blue right here is blue suede shoes. Then we go into this blue, green and blue, which is Simple Man. And this is all Lolo did it. Every single color. This color right here is Pretty Little Zombies. My first ever Lolo did it. I hope you can kind of see that. Because I can see, but I can't like see. This color right here is the Dog Countess. Countess. Like I said, I'm a hot mess. I don't know. I just call it the Countess because I don't know the other way. So then my favorite part when we fade into this color, Still Magnolias, I'm going to have to get a sweater's quantity of this. Still Magnolias, like this transition right here, my whole life, just, oh God. So then we go into Purple Rain. Prince is one of my favorites. I love Prince. And then Purple Rain fades into Coal Miner's Daughter, which, if you're first time joining, I'm a coal miner's daughter. I talk about it every episode. I'm sure people are tired of it, but I don't care. I'm a coal miner's daughter. So here we go, coal miner's daughter. So yeah, my mom is texting me. Of course, I want my sister to bring me a plate. Yeah, I love that. I'm starving. Awesome. I got some food. We're not going to talk about the fact that I haven't eaten today, but that's okay. I'm still learning. I'm only 21. I'm still learning about adult life. I'm more advanced than a 21-year-old would typically be. I'm married. I have a house. I have a full-time job. I'm a successful knitter. And so I don't knock myself, but at the same time, I forget to do little things like eat or drink water or stuff like that. So yeah, so that is all my finished objects I have. So now we will go into my works in progress. So I technically have 2 works in progress, but I can only talk about one because the other one is birthday knitting for my daddy. I'm birthday knitting for him, so I'll put the the name of the present here, and then you knitters can go look it up and see if it's something that you'd like. The pattern was written by Debby Reece, who is one of the Periscoping sisters, and it was written for her dad. So I just feel like it's all coming full circle for me. So this is it, and I hope he loves it. My mom told me she loves the colors, and yeah. Alright, so now we're going to get to my second work in progress. I'm so proud of this. I'm so proud of this. Okay, so me and Kalisha, hi Kalisha, are doing a sweater along. Her sweater's done. I'm jealous. Yes, I'm a hater. But her sweater's done. It's beautiful. I think it's an Andy Saddlin pattern that she's going to do for KT for inside number 23's Andy Saddlin. And I hope she made it in time. And I hope you go put it in the Ravelry group. This is me as a friend telling you, go put it in the Ravelry group. Go. So we're doing a sweater along, and I am again making the Campsite Cardi by Alicia Plummer. I feel like it's getting blown out a little. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's good. Okay, see, now with that mirror back there, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so the Campsite Cardi. I'm so proud of myself. You're going to look at this and you're going to be like, oh my God, Kira. I'm going to be like, ow! Okay, here we go. I have a body and a sleeve. Guys, I have a body and a sleeve. Isn't that crazy? And I've been trying it on, so I'll try it on for you guys. So it totally fits. Everybody on Instagram is like telling me like, Kira, yes, that thing fits so good. And I'm just like, really? I hope so. Guys, this is real. This is real. This is like, oh my gosh, did you go to the store and get it? No, girl, I mean, it's myself. Guys, I'm making a sweater. Oh my God. So this yarn, I don't know if you can kind of see the resemblance here, but of course it's Coal Miner's Daughter. Lolo did it. I'm so happy about this. So I only have one more sleeve to go, and then I have the neckband, and then I'll be done. So hopefully I can get this done for you guys, and I can, get it done for you guys. I say for you guys because I really do knit to show things. I knit for myself and I knit for other people, but with this podcast, I feel like the podcast really holds me accountable for things when I remember to put it up. I hear my mom. Do you know it's been like 3 weeks? Like, I can't count, guys. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know. I'm crazy. But I know that we are going to have I don't think it's a huge gap. It's probably going to be a regular gap because I like upload like between 2 to 3 weeks ish. But I am going on a cruise with my husband, and I am so excited to be going on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise before, so I'll totally be taking pictures, and if you'd like to see it, I'd love to put some clips in the podcast or maybe at the beginning or the end. Just show you guys our time. The windows are open, which is really odd, so that's probably why I keep looking out the window and at my viewfinder. So, okay. So that is all my works in progress that I have to talk about with you today. I'm trying to go fast because we're still trying to figure out why the camera only cuts off after 30 minutes. I looked in all the settings, Dad. I don't see a way to not make it cut off within 30-ish minutes or so. So I'm trying to keep it all confined because I wasn't really talking about a lot in the beginning, but now that I'm really venturing out, I have a lot to say, I guess. So, yeah. Alright. So now we're going to go into the shopping shenanigans section. I have been very bad. And like when I say very bad, I mean like very bad. So I'll show you a one that makes sense. I'll show you, because some of these purchases don't make sense, and I'll be completely honest. But I'll show you one that makes sense if I can grab it out. Is this it? Yes. So I got this. This is a 12-inch size 7 high sharp needle. Yep, size 7 that I am using to knit my sleeves on for my cardigan. And so fast, just in the circle. I'm just like, what you guys doing at lunch? Halfway done with a sweater. I'm like, boom, insane. And I'm actually knitting this. That's in my Steel City Stitchers bag that has beautiful elephants on it. Knitting this on a size 7 interchangeable needles from Knitter's Pride. I think they're the Dream set, I want to say. And they're wooden. My first ever pair of interchangeable needles that I ever bought. So it's like a full circle, like I keep saying. I guess I'm spinning right around this episode. But full circle, my first ever sweater on my first ever interchangeable needles. And I think I did them on this because I think my other needles were full or something. Not sure, but very proud. So yeah, so I've been a hot mess. So now we're going to get into one that I really need to get in because my spirit, I need to get into it now. So I have my March Yarn Club from Lolo Did It. Because I did say I kind of want to collect these. I bought April's. Oh my god. April's is going to be based on George Michael's Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. That is the first song I ever heard from George Michael's. I heard it on Family Guy, and then when I told my mom about it, she was like, oh yeah, you need to look up that song. Looked up that song. I was done. I was George Michael's out. Now I listen to George Michael's like every day. So I've been in love with George Michael's for about a year. So, yep. Okay, so this one we're opening together. I never open them until I'm on the podcast. So I've actually dodged other podcasts that were talking about them because usually I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want a spoiler. But for Lolo Did It, I like made sure. I think Stress Knits was talking about it, and like as soon as she said look away, I like turned it off. Because I was like, what if I see it? So then at work, I went ahead and like during lunch watched the rest of it, and I was watching like this, and I'm like, okay, tell me to put it away, tell me you put it away. So I can finally look at it now. So I went to tell you what this is. Alright, so it's the Yarn the Month Club called Under Pressure. I always get them in fingering weight because I'm always knitting like fingering weight shawls, soon to be maybe fingering weight cardigans. So I always get mine in fingering weight. So here we go. We're going to look at it first. Well, I guess we're both going to look at it at the same time. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, girl. Take it out of here for you. Girl. Girl. See? This is beautiful. Oh my god. This is beautiful. I'm just showing you its butt. That's so provocative. I apologize. Oh my gosh. This is gorgeous. It's got some hints of purple. Got some really colors that I really didn't think would like go together. And then they're just like all here in one. You're just like, okay. This is beautiful. And like I said, it's called Under Pressure. And it's 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. So, skadoosh. This is one of the ones that I was planning on. One of the ones that made sense to me. I don't need that. Paper. Okay. So that's one. Okay, so I did tell myself that I was going to treat myself. And I did advise that I was going to treat myself to some signature needles last podcast. And I was a little leery if I was going to do it or not. And I had a big old project in mind that I wanted to, use them for. Guess let's bring everything over here. That's going to go with it. So, I did it. I freaking did it, guys. These are signature needles. Oh my gosh. So these are size 5s. They are 5 inches in needle length. And then I got a 40-inch cord. I got a 40-inch cord. And people were thinking that that's long. I got a 40-inch cord because I'm making the eyeball shawl by Stephen West. I wish I could talk today. Excuse me. So yeah. So not only did I get them, I had them monogrammed because I am super corny. Okay, in my little mirror, I feel like you can see that. But, dude, they say Knitting Annihilator. Yes, I'm corny. Yes, I love doing cute things like that. I really hope I showed you the Knitting Annihilator sign. I'm just going to show you one more time just in case, because I know I'm crazy. If you haven't figured it out by right now, I know that I'm crazy. I was so happy when these came in the mail. So, and they're blue, and my sister loves blue. I love her. It's just the thing, So I did say that I'm going to make, ooh, hold on. Focus on me. Oh, come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Oh, here we go. Well, we're getting there. Oh, we're trying to get there. Doing? I'm gonna have to start over. We're doing so good. Okay, so come back, come back, dude. There we go. Got it. Okay. So, like I was saying, going to edit that out. We're making the eyeball shawl by Stephen West. And I'm going to show you what I think I have all together and how it's going to come about. Alright. So, I'm going to... Alright, so this is going to be the dark center of the eye. I think I'm using more colors so that way I can, incorporate not only leftover yarn, but just more colors so that way I can use up the leftover yarn and don't run out. Alright, so guys, this is Folsom by Lola Did It. So this is going to be like a little dot in the eye. I wish I had a picture of the things I'd show you. So this is a dot of the eye. Then going all around the eye is going to be Blue Suede Shoes by Lola Did It. So this is going to be, and this is a huge shawl, knitting around and everything. So then, after a little bit of this, I'm going to put my Homespun House from my Tim Burton colorway, that's Frog's Breath. I'm going to use this until, you know, he says to change to the actual eyeball color. And then the eyeball color is going to be Hedgehog Fibers in the typewriter colorway. I've actually used this color before when I made those 19 hats, those 12 hats in 19 days. So this is what we have going so far. And then I totally messed up. No, this is just going to be in the middle. And it's going to go this way. And then this is going to be for the brioche. So there's a brioche edge border. And this is going to be the brioche border. I know in my hands this looks a hot mess. But it's totally going to make sense once I start. And I'm probably going to start this after I finish all the gift knitting, the spring gifts that I have to make for like Mother's Day, Father's Day, my dad's birthday. Then I'll start Christmas knitting with those socks. I have to get that too. With those socks. And then I'll, in between the socks, I'll probably knit this if I'm not knitting anything else. Okay. So, I did say that I kind of want to make a featherweight cardigan or a fingering weight cardigan. I did go ahead and buy the pattern, the featherweight cardigan by Hannah Fetting. Double checking just to make sure I give you the proper information, because I don't like to misinform people. I feel crazy when I misinform people. But yeah, Hannah Fetting, like a boss. So I've been running ragged trying to figure out what colors I want to use, because there's so much yarn that I've in my mind have a goal of using or a goal of buying and purchasing and having to do this in the long run, and I just never knew what I wanted to do. Then you watch your podcasts, and you know I have a few regulars, and Strings and More podcast is one of them with Shanna, whose name is Shanna. That is her name, Shanna, and Jamie of the Strings and More podcast. And Shanna is the diver behind Lambstrings Yarn, and she is knitting a Madewell cardigan out of her base called Voodoo. I'm looking at it right now because I've bought some. A sweater's quantity's worth to make a featherweight. So in person, I'm just going to describe it to you. It is a deep, rich purple. Oh, that looks nice on screen. Okay. Yeah, so deep, rich purple. I feel like it's coming out kind of blue-ish. Deep, rich purple. And it's kind of tonal, so it's got like little light purple, lavender-ish tones. My spirit is so happy. When I opened this, I said, yes, Jesus, won't he do it? Yes, so this is my featherweight cardigan. So we're still on purchases that make sense. Alright, so now we're into purchases. Oh, nope. Let me go get the other purchases that make sense. Hold on. Oh God. Okay, so the other purchases that make sense. This is my Because I Love You shawl by Amy Meeks back there. Tell you guys, I'm dedicated. Anyway, so other purchase that made sense was my Knitpicks haul. So I can make everybody socks and other things that I want to make. So this is yarn for a hat. My mom wants a messy bun hat, or like the hat that you can wear with a, you know, ponytail at the top of it. So here's this. And then, you know, the Felici went on sale recently, so I have this. I think these are for my sister. No, I think both of these are for my mom, I want to say. Both of these are for my mom. I got sprinkles. And then I got jamboree. These are for Makai. These are Peapod. These are for my sister. Nope, you know what? I think those other ones are for my sister. These are for my mom, I want to say. This is Toucan. And then this is Limeade. Ooh, that's getting blown out like a mofo. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So yeah. So this is in my noodle box because I love noodles. I love noodle bowls. I love noodles in the packet. Was noodles the first thing I learned how to make? I think so. If it isn't, then I don't know what the first thing would have been, because noodles are my life. Alright, so those are all the purchases that make sense. Now we're getting to the purchases that was like, well, why did you do that? But I'm not upset, you know? So, I wanted to get another set of interchangeable metal needles, or aluminum needles, because I use my Hayahayos often, and I just wanted a different set. Besides, you know, the signatures that are going to go with my eyeball shawl. Tell me why I get on Amazon and get these. So these are the Knitter's Pride Melodies of Life needles. And of course the packaging got me. And then this is how you open it. So a pair are missing because I'm using them for my dad's gift. So yeah. So not only did they come with needles, of course, they came with a little pouch that has the cords in it. And they came with earrings. Like, come on. I think on the note it said that Knitter's Pride is getting taken over by a new company that also does, like, jewelry. So they sent you some jewelry to just take a look at and review. And I was like, okay. And they're Jamaican-y type colors, it looks like. So I might be wearing those on my cruise. Okay, so let's talk about this one next. So this one, so I talk about the Periscoping Sisters a lot. They were one of the first podcasts that I stumbled upon. They're two sisters and they live apart, but I could just see, like, me and my sisters, all three of us, our relationships in that one podcast, and it just makes my heart so happy. So they recently celebrated their 1-year podiversary, and a dyer, I think his name is Jason. Yes, it is. Jason of Scribbles and Knits Fibers. He dyed a 1-year anniversary skein of yarn for them. And I'm watching, and they hold it up, and I say, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is basically me and my sisters in one skein of yarn. Because I have been looking for a yarn to really represent me and my sisters, because I don't have, like, I made the three-color cashmere, the Random Acts of Color shawl, but I gave it to my mom because that was for her birthday, I want to say. And she loved the colors, and I feel like that would be something really have to remember all the girls by and stuff. So I really needed something for me to knit for me to remind me of my sisters. And this is it. So this is probably going to become another Because I Love You wrap. Because I wear my Because I Love You wrap every other day. Like every other day. So, yeah. Let's see. Looks like 20. Alright, back at it again. Knew I had some time. Alright, so we're almost done, I promise. So, yes. Gorgeous. And I'm going to be making another Because I Love You wrap with it. Don't know what second color I'm going to put with it. Probably Coal Miner's Daughter, because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. So, alright, so that's purchase number 2. That didn't make sense. The last and final purchase that didn't make sense. I started watching the... Which podcast is it called? I forgot the name of the podcast, but Yarn Cafe Creations and her daughter. I'll put the name of the podcast on the screen. And I think Christy and Tristan. I remember their names. So Christy and Tristan, they have a podcast together. They're mother and daughter. They're both beautiful indie dyers. And Christy with Yarn Cafe Creations did a collab with Molly Klein Designs, which is a shop on Etsy that sells bags. And I've heard about Molly Klein Designs and, you know, a few podcasts and stuff. And I love them. And when I saw them collabing, I was like, ooh, a kit, yarn, bag, boom. So, here it is. Let's talk about the baby sloths. They are adorable. And this bag is purple. This bag is purple. That's really all I can say. So here's the bag. It has like a little thing. And it zips up. You can see her little logo here. Yeah. So, got this, right? I open it. Bro. So this is the best I could do to reskein it. I am not the best reskeiner. Look at this. Look at how beautiful that is. Now I think this is blue, honestly. Because in some lights I see blue, and then in some lights I see purple. So I'm always at a loss for words. But then here you got this light blue, and then these little specks of color. And then even in here you have specks of purple. So I loved this. So not only did it come with yarn, I also got some tea. Oh, and here's her thing. I hope you can see that while I'm putting this on. And here's the tea that I might try, because I've been trying to be a better person. This is strings and more. Her thing. That's business card, Kira. She included a sample of soap. A sample of soap that is shaped like a heart. So when we got it, me and my brother-in-law were just sitting there opening it. He's like, what is that smell? What is that smell? And I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I pick up the bag and I go, it's the bag. And this is in here. Like, bro. And also in here was a little pattern for a hat. Will I make this hat? I don't know. But there is a pattern in here, and I greatly appreciated that. But the soap, though, it smells like pumpkin something. This is how you really gotta smell it. You gotta get it like really close to your nose to really get what's in there. Yeah, like a pumpkin something. So yeah, that was another off-the-wall purchase for no reason. Boom. Alright, so that is all the crazy yarn adventures that I have for you today. So now we can get into some pod love. I'd like to shout out a few podcasts that I've been watching. So I recently stumbled upon the Happee Knits podcast. I want to say that's what it's called, with Yolanda. Hi Yolanda. She is so cute, and her and her son Jordan. Jordan will sit right here, and Yolanda will sit right here, and Yolanda will just be talking and giving us good yarny goodness information, and Jordan will sometimes sit there just, and I'm just like, oh my god. So she, I'm sure she gets upset. She's like, oh my gosh, why is he making faces? But I love it. I love his faces. I love that he tries to help. He doesn't know a thing about knitting, it seems like, but he just knows he loves those socks. So that's really all that matters. So Happee Knits podcast, if you want to check that out. I've also been watching pretty much my regulars. Grocery Girls, and they have their Off the Needle series, so definitely been checking out the Off the Needle series. None I can really, not any recent ones I can think of. Oh, I always want to talk about David Dog Dare from the Dog Dare podcast. I hope it's called that. I love David so much. He's really down to earth, like just down to earth, and he has a room full of weird things, and I love weird things. And he talks about like things that we don't really bring up, like mental illness. Like he talks about depression and anxiety and things like that, and being one that suffers with it, I'm always the person to just think like, okay, we don't need to bring that up, because there's always controversy with someone bringing it up, whether it's for attention or whether they think it's for attention and you're really just trying to help somebody. So I usually don't bring it up too often unless it's something that's in me that I really feel like I need to talk about this. But he just talks about it, and he has no regrets about it, and I just admire that. So yeah. And I just been watching, everyone else, the Mean Girls, Grocery Girls, Bad Work Girl Sits and Knits. I finished this morning. Meg, Silence in the Library. I'm so glad that's coming to my house. So beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think that's it for Pod Love. So now we can just go on to random thoughts, random things that I'm thinking about. I'm going on a cruise, guys. I'm getting on a boat. That is so nerve-wracking. So nerve-wracking. So, getting on a boat with my husband and my brother-in-law and my sister, because my sister's in the band. And I love her so much, and I love the band. I love live music. Love live music so much. And that brings me into my adult thing that I did. So, I don't go out at all. I do my best to avoid it. Honestly, I'm not going to say I don't like people, but I don't like big crowds, and I don't like being around people that I don't know, that I know don't care about me. So I enjoy to stay at home with my yarn, with my knitting, my podcasts. My parents live right around the corner, so that's really all I need. So I actually went out with my Destiny, hi Destiny, and I went out with her and Candy and their sister. And we went to a place called Wasabi Wong, which is sushi burritos. Sushi burritos. Who thinks of that? Sushi burritos. So I had a sushi burrito. Like legit. And it was the most amazing thing I've ever tasted in my entire life. I was like, I love sushi. I love rice. Rice is the most magical thing on the planet. I was so excited. So I had that. So then we're just walking around, and there's some breweries. I am of age to drink. I choose not to because I think it's nasty. I think alcohol, it tastes so gross. I don't like it. So we're walking through a brewery, and then across the street is like a bar. What's it called? I think it was called Satellite. Yeah, Satellite. So we went across to Satellite, but it turned out Satellite was like a sit-in where you can actually like play games. And I played Cards of Humanity for the first time, and I won, which was fire. And if you've never played Cards of Humanity, it's basically a game where you have a phrase and then you have cards. You have 7 cards, and they all have provocative things on them. And whichever phrase goes with the black card, you have the white cards. Whatever phrase goes with the black card, and that judge thinks it's the funniest, then you win. Then up to 7 wins. So I won because I'm hilarious. I mean, I think it's obvious that I'm hilarious. So we went over there, and then the guy at the bar saying like, "Oh yeah, we have salsa lessons today for only $10 at around 9ish." So I didn't want to be a party pooper, but at the same time I was like, 9 o'clock is really late. But at the same time I was like, well, salsa, I love to dance, so let's just give it a go. So I went ahead and went, and I had the most amazing time ever. I love to dance, so learning how to salsa, it was really cool. So I thought that would be the end of the night. Salsa, boom, I'm done. Why? Why did I stay for a salsa party and was just salsa-ing the night away? Insane. I went to a salsa party. Didn't even know it was a party until like the DJ's like, "Oh yeah, salsa, salsa." And I'm like, are we at a club? So I'm basically at a club dancing with my destiny. Just enjoying myself. I had fun. It was really cool. And then when my husband came home, I taught him how to salsa. We still got to work on the feet. But that's okay, because salsa is all about having fun. So I know I'm going to be so excited on this cruise, and I'm totally going to dance the night away on the cruise, most definitely. So, yeah. So anything I have planned this week, just getting ready for the cruise. And knitting. I want to finish my sweater for you and me. And I want to finish my dad's present for you and me. And I want to start my mom's hat, so I can go ahead and get that over to her for you and me. And maybe start another garment, because I am in love with garment knitting now. I was so terrified, but now that I feel like I know what I'm doing, I get it. So fingerboard cardigan is definitely next on my garment knitting list. Yeah. So that is it. That is all I have for you today. So if you enjoyed this, definitely give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the subscribe button so we can get to 100, so I can do a challenge video for you, because I promised you one. I don't know if knitters watch anything besides podcasts, but I watch all kind of things. I watch comedy videos, I watch gaming videos, I watch makeup tutorials, I watch knitting tutorials. Netflix is life, so yeah. That's about it. So like, comment, subscribe to the channel, join the alliance. Let's try to get to 100, and even more, maybe, if even more people want to join the Knitting Annihilator alliance and become superheroes too. And I wish you happy knitting. You can comment down below if you have any questions for me. Happy knitting, happy crochet, happy sewing, happy making. Just do whatever makes you happy. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.